This is The Big Picture, an official television report to the nation from the United States Army. Now, to show you part of the big picture, here is Sergeant...
Okay, people, the EPA is seeking public comment on proposed cleanup plan for the Matheson and Hegler Zinc Company Superfund site in LaSalle, Illinois. This agency will hold a public meeting Wednesday, June 14th. Please show up for this very important meeting and don't be the last to know, people. If you want to know what's going on with the M&H Superfund cleanup and the process and what they are doing and how they are doing it, please show up to this very important meeting. Please let your presence be known. If you have a question, please ask. This is your time to get the facts of the M&H Zinc CARUS Chemical Superfund site cleanup. Are you curious about the dirt they dig up and store behind our homes? The fact that the clean fill is also located in the same area as a contaminated fill? The contaminated dirt is not buried in a lined pit like we were told. Instead, it is disturbed and blowing all around us. I will teach you so much before this date arrives. I will open your mind to learning the facts and the data, people. I will educate you on the history of CARUS Chemical and the M&H Zinc Factory. Matheson and Hegler Zinc Company was built in December of 1958 and lasted till 1858 and lasted till 1958. Constructed in LaSalle, Illinois in 1958, December 24th. Matheson, Hegler, and Zinc Company. Hegler Zinc Company, Frederick W. Edward C. Hegler. They both were born in the same year and died about 8 years apart in the early 1900s. This was presented by the US EPA. I will include a link in the description to where you can go and find this information. Today, the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency began a 30-day public comment period on its proposal to amend the 2017 cleanup plan for the Matheson and Hegler Zinc Company Superfund site in LaSalle, Illinois. A public meeting on Wednesday, June 14th, and discussed the proposal and the accept comments from the public. People, this is your chance to be there. For the ones that don't know, the ones that bought homes that were contaminated on Superfund site, you should be present at this meeting. Matheson and Hegler Zinc Company operated a zinc smelter at the industrial portion of the site from 1858 until 1961. In 2003, EPA added the site to the national priority list, the list of hazardous waste sites eligible for long-term remedial investigation and cleanup under the Superfund program. Since 2016, EPA has sampled soil at approximately 1,000 off-site residential properties near the facility and has cleaned up several hundred yards to date. EPA will hold after on-site contaminated soils in the contained and capped EPA preferred cleanup plan proposal to collect groundwater samples to determine if the contaminated groundwater levels are decreasing due to the contamination of the contaminated soil. This temporary plan allows the agency time to evaluate long-term solutions before proposing a final remedy for groundwater contamination. The proposed intermittent groundwater remedy also includes the implementation of institutional controls to prevent unacceptable exposure to contaminated groundwater. A groundwater management zone mitigates impairment caused by the release of contaminants from a site to a region of groundwater. Okay, people, the EPA also proposes to update the 2017 cleanup decision document to correctly state that wastes in the industrial area are not primarily hazardous waste and therefore pose a lower risk. The agency will also clearly outline state requirements to close and monitor the on-site landfills. First off, people, how can you tell me that there's no hazardous wastes in the industrial zone that are not to pose a risk level to us? The EPA has already informed us, the head of the EPA Superfund cleanup here at Matheson and Hegler, that our soil is getting more contaminated due to the fact that, we live by a Superfund site. The EPA public comment period on the proposed amendment to clean up the plan is open from June 1st to June 30th, people. This is very important. You can submit your comments, email to Ruth Matheson, the EPA website, or attend the public meeting and make a comment. The meeting is Wednesday, June 14th, 2023 at 6 p.m. at the LaSalle Peru High School Auditorium, 541 Charter Street, LaSalle, Illinois. Or you can go on and visit the Matheson and Hegler Zinc website. The EPA has their own website up. They try to update it regularly. That doesn't mean that happens, but I am going to teach you all that you need to know along the way. Before this date, I will guide you. I will show you. I will explain to you how we got where we are. I will give you the history, the facts, the data. I will give it all to you. So please, people, hold this date dear to your heart and make your presence be known. Anybody in LaSalle, Illinois, Peru, Illinois, should attend this meeting. This is very, very important.